What do you consider the top 3 attributes to be an outstanding father? That's a very good question. What do I consider the top 3 attributes to be an outstanding father? Wow. So obviously I have no children. So the only person that I have as an example outside of the other men I look up to is my own father. Raymond Augustus Isaiah Jr. He was a great father. A great father. I don't think that I can give you 3 attributes. I can say this though, and of course 3 attributes may come to me later as I begin talking. One thing I will say is a lot of things that me and my brother have done, especially now that we're in adulthood, a lot of the decisions me and my brother have made almost mirror what my father did in his life. He's still alive, you know. But my dad went to the military, went to the army, took some L's, infantry, passed. But me and my brother now in the military. He never told us to go to the military. He never advised us to choose the Air Force. Like me and my brother, I don't think we ever discussed it with him as far as, I'm thinking about going to the military. You got any thoughts on that? I should call my dad a lot more because he has a lot of experiences that I'm struggling with right now. My dad is a teacher, amazing teacher. My dad loves questions. And it took me a while to realize, especially after I started YouTube, I'm like, wait, I got this from my dad. My dad teaches. My dad loves to understand how things work. And so from that, I realized that the example simply of him living his life, me and my brother subconsciously followed. My brother doesn't have YouTube, but he's constantly learning. Me and him watch the same videos. We read the same books. We're studying the same topics for the most part. And we have very, very similar goals. He's going about his way, which, again, it's working because my brother's a genius. And I'm going about my path. We're different. 3 attributes of a father will be very similar to 3 attributes of love. The willingness to correct someone. The willingness to correct someone is an act of love. Tell me if the bridge is out. I don't care what tone of voice you use. Raise your voice to me. Grab me by my arm and don't ask for consent. Tackle me. But if that bridge is out, an act of love will be to correct me and to stop me before I get there. Don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you love me, but you won't correct me. A friend that does not disagree with you is more dangerous than an enemy. The most dangerous person in your life right now is a person that is unwilling to disagree with you. The most dangerous person in your life right now is a person that is unwilling to disagree with you, who's afraid of hurting your feelings, afraid of losing your friendship. So they rather you ruin yourself because they hands off. Hands off. I perceive that an amazing father would be willing to risk you not liking them in order to save you from making major mistakes. They're willing to correct you, tell you when you're wrong, speak up, and say, hey, watch out for that. My dad has this saying, keep your nose clean. Keep your nose clean. That means don't do no foolishness. Get somewhere and sit down. That's why on a weekend, I have no issues with just going to a hotel and going to bed. just old and boring. I have no issues with that. I'll wake up 3 a.m. and edit my videos and do that for 8 hours and then go to the gym, play basketball, stay there for about 4 or 5 hours, literally. Leave there, go to a coffee shop, edit more videos or watch YouTube or just sip coffee for 2 or 3 hours and then go back home and watch Netflix and go to bed. I learned that from my father. Not that he told me to do those things, but my father told me, keep your nose clean. He was willing to correct me. He was willing to prevent me from making major mistakes in my life. Let's see. Love, correction. Obviously, I'll throw in accountability. I would think that a father who cares about what his family thinks of him will take accountability for his life, for his actions, for his words. You can't be a leader until you have a destination. A leader is not a leader until they have a destination. How are you leading someone and you're standing still? In my world, in my life, a father, whether it's me or my father or what I've observed, the people that I listen to, the men in my life, they lead their families. They protect their families. They provide for their families. If anyone's going out to see, whatever sound that is downstairs, it's me. Just my philosophy. Fathers, arguably one of the most important roles in today's society is a father who is leading his family, and his sons, who else to lead a man into manhood but another man, accomplished, respected, taking accountability for his life, for his existence in the world, his actions, his behavior. I'm grateful. Just having a father and being able to say the phrase, "My father taught me." It's underrated.